Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever been out there grinding, trying to make your own dreams a reality, today's story is an absolute must here. We're breaking down the wild, whiplash journey of Andrey Burim, way better known as Mellstroy. This is essentially a masterclass in the absolute extremes of the attention economy. We're going to look at how a kid with a big dream took a crazy mix of chaos, controversy, and literally unbelievable amounts of cash and engineered an inescapable digital empire.
To really wrap your head around the sheer scale we're talking about here, picture this number, 720,000. In March 2024, during a live broadcast on Kick with the rapper Morgenstern, Mellstroy hit 720,000 concurrent viewers. That broke the all-time record for the highest concurrent viewership on a live stream in the post-Soviet states. That's not just a big number. That is a massive, sold-out stadium-sized audience tuning in at the exact same second. So here is our roadmap for today. 1. From gaming to shock content. 2. The fall and legal troubles. 3. The engineered viral comeback. 4. Casino wealth and giveaways. And finally, 5. Strategic philanthropy and image. All right, let's dive right into part 1. From gaming to shock content. Okay, so Andrey was born in 1998 in Gomel, Belarus, into a working-class family. He really didn't have much growing up. He even wore his older brother's hand-me-down clothes. But here's the incredibly inspiring part for anyone chasing a goal. His hustle was just relentless. At barely 12 years old, while most kids are just playing games, he was figuring out how to build Minecraft servers and trade in-game items. He made his first $100 online, proving to his doubting family that the internet was a legitimate gold mine. By 2016, he bet on himself entirely, dropping out of vocational school to chase YouTube full-time. But, grinding isn't always enough if your strategy is off. His early, standard Let's Plays for Minecraft and Dota 2, they just weren't popping off. So what did he do? He adapted. He completely pivoted his content toward high shock value. We're talking provocative interactions on chat roulette and eventually throwing these wild Gatsby-level house parties in the hyper-luxurious Moscow city complex. He cracked the code on what grabbed attention and it exploded. By mid-2020, he had built an audience of 500,000 viewers, which directly opened the floodgates to massive, highly lucrative online casino sponsorships. Which brings us to part 2, the fall and legal troubles. Because when you constantly push the envelope for shock value, eventually, you cross a major line. In October 2020, during one of those live broadcasts in Moscow, Mellstroy struck a woman named Alyona Yefremova, physically hitting her head against a table. Obviously, this sparked instant, massive public outrage and led straight to a criminal case for battery. Confronted with the undeniable reality of what he'd done, he publicly admitted it, stating, "Yes, I am guilty. I must face an appropriate punishment strictly within the framework of the law." And the fallout was swift and devastating. His YouTube channel was blocked, he was hit with permanent bans from major platforms like Twitch and Trovo, a court sentenced him to 6 months of correctional labor plus fines and medical compensation. Stripped of his platforms and those massive casino deals, he spiraled into a crushing 130 million ruble debt. Practically overnight, his entire digital empire was gone. So how do you bounce back from zero? Part 3, the engineered viral comeback. After hitting absolute rock bottom, he settled his debts and moved to the UAE. But he faced this massive, seemingly impossible hurdle. How do you get famous again when literally every major platform has banned you? Well, his solution in 2024 was honestly a stroke of viral genius. He weaponized his wealth. He set up this insane 322 million ruble prize pool, offering massive cash bounties to his fans. I'm talking 150 million rubles if you could get the world's biggest YouTuber, MrBeast, to subscribe to him. 45 million to get his nickname on Mount Everest. 30 million for a video greeting from football superstar Kylian Mbappe. He essentially paid his audience to hack the social media algorithms for him. And the craziest part, it absolutely worked. Fans flooded TikTok and Instagram with Mellstroy memes, all chasing those massive payouts. It forced these massive global icons to actually pay attention. MrBeast subscribed, Mbappe, Conor McGregor, Drake, and, get this, even the president of Lithuania sent him video greetings. Without even having his own channel, he successfully bought his way right back into the center of global internet culture. Let's look at the engine behind all this in part 4, casino wealth and giveaways. You might be wondering, how on earth do you fund a 322 million ruble bounty pool? The answer is, you build your own ecosystem. Mellstroy leveled up from just promoting other people's casinos to creating his own dedicated partnerships. In May 2025, he partnered with OneWin, and by October, he stepped up as the main brand ambassador for a newly launched platform, Mellstroy.game. And to drive traffic, he completely ignored traditional ads. Instead, he launched these mind-blowing TikTok challenges, including a $1.5 million prize fund where he gave away 30 apartments in 30 days. The financials here are genuinely staggering. Mellstroy claims his monthly income ranges somewhere between 20 and 80 billion rubles. Journalistic estimates place his total net worth anywhere from 750 million to 10 billion US dollars. And remember that record-breaking stream with Morgenstern we talked about? Casino owners paid Mellstroy 300 million rubles just to host that single broadcast. It is wild proof of the unbelievable monetary value of capturing human attention. Which leads us to part 5, strategic philanthropy and image. So recently, Mellstroy has started pouring chunks of this casino wealth back into the community. He bought gear for 500 orphanages in Belarus. And interestingly enough, this coincided right around the time he was dropped from a military draft evasion wanted list in the country. He's also dropped 5 million rubles for rapper Pasha Technique's medical care, handed $50,000 to a defrauded MMA fighter for a home, and even bought an apartment for a Krasnoyar schoolgirl's family just because he saw her TikTok video. It's a highly calculated shift in how he wants the world to perceive him. But, legal shadows still follow wealth this immense. In March 2025, police accused his family, specifically his mother and brother, of laundering 500 million rubles through cryptocurrency to buy up real estate and a massive fleet of luxury vehicles, including Lamborghinis and Rolls-Royces. So the controversy is far from over. Bringing it all together, the Mellstroy formula is basically a 4-part machine. It started with a provocative history that built his initial audience, which was fueled entirely by endless casino cash. Then, when he lost his platforms, he deployed those viral bounties to hack social media algorithms. And now, he relies on strategic philanthropy to rebuild and evolve his public image. It is literally a masterclass in engineering a digital comeback. So we've watched a kid go from trading Minecraft items in his bedroom to generating billions, losing it all, and then essentially buying his way straight back to the top of the internet. For anyone trying to build something out of nothing, the sheer digital hustle here is undeniably inspiring. Work hard, adapt, and always bet on yourself. But it does leave us with one massive question. When attention is the ultimate currency, can immense wealth completely rewrite your digital legacy? The internet never forgets, but this story shows us it can certainly be influenced. Keep chasing those goals, stay smart out there, and I'll see you in the next explainer.